Hey YouTube, what's up tonight? Jeff here, just hanging out at home with my dog. He's kind of a little crazy tonight. He's trying to chew up everything in my house. How you liking this new angle? You know, I used to have it there at the computer, and now I've got it up here. I'm just trying things out because originally I was gonna use my my digital camera. Get down. I was gonna use this. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It does do video. I've done, if you're subscribed to me, you've seen the videos I've done with it before when I was at the zoo, or the video of my dog one day in my bedroom. But the battery was low, so I go to change the battery, and if you can notice, right about here, that's where this broke off. It was cracking for a long time now, and I knew about it, but I used it all the time for pictures and stuff, so I never really worried about it. And the battery has never really gone low until now, so. And you know, I figured, oh, it just snapped apart. I can't even figure out how to open the thing yet, so hopefully Zach can fix that for me. This is actually going to be a video reply again to Slider9012. Yeah, he did a very interesting video. Apparently in Southern California, they've got a lot of homeless people. And you know what? I've never been to California, so I don't know for sure. You know, I mean, obviously there are homeless people everywhere. But I hear California and New York are the places where you know, there's a lot, you know, you have to pay a lot of money for places. Cost of living is way higher in these places. So you gotta remember that it is going to be higher, and of course there are going to be a lot more homeless people in these areas in California and New York. When I lived in Louisiana, there was a lot of homeless people too, and the cost of living where I lived at in Louisiana was not really bad until Hurricane Katrina. And then everything went straight up. New Orleans is pretty high after the hurricane too, I think. Of course, you know, that's a good city for tourists and all that. So basically, it's just horrible, you know. There should be a plan for people that are homeless, you know, that don't have anywhere to go. And I'm not talking about a shelter, because, you know, that feels really embarrassing. You have to go to the shelter and all this. There should have a way where they get housing and they get jobs no matter what. But it's never going to happen, I don't think, you know. And it has nothing to do with, you know, there's money out there. I mean, cities waste money on such stupid things nowadays. Statues, this, that. Churches, whatever happened to, you know, why doesn't a church help out? Instead of getting, you know, every Sunday people go to services and they give like money. The churches all over the country get lots of money. You know, they get, if it's a big church, I don't know about little churches. And you know what they do with that money? Oh, we need this for our building fund, or this or that. Screw your building funds. Screw whatever you gotta buy. You know, there are people out there living on the streets that could use some money. Now, I do believe there are some people that are homeless that don't deserve any help at all, and that's because of the fact you give them $1, and then they get $1 from somewhere else, $1 there, $1, and then you know what they do? They go out, they buy some beer, they buy some vodka, they get plastered, or they go down, they see their little crack dealer, they smoke a little crack, do a little cocaine, you know, get a little fucked up. But I mean, and I don't really know anything about drugs. Here's an interesting story. Zach had someone, a homeless guy, come up to the car once. Stop it, Butters. Sorry about that. He had someone that came up to the car, wanted some money apparently for he was a diabetic and needed his prescription filled. Well, the thing was, Zach's just not going to give out some money. He'll take the person, if they're hungry, he'll go and bring them something to eat back. And, you know, that's really a smart thing. I would never anymore give someone some money. I would rather just be like, oh, you're hungry? I'll go down to Wendy's and I'll get you some burgers and bring them back, or, you know, whatever. But anyways, the guy wanted his prescription filled, and Zach was like, yeah, you get in the car, I'll take you down to Walgreens and we'll get it filled. And so finally the guy says, oh man, I don't need it, I just wanted to get something, some beer or something. He wanted beer, I think it was. And you know, you just gotta wonder, what kind of person goes to car asking for money so they can go get drunk? I mean, you're living on the streets and all you can think about is getting wasted and getting high, and why don't you go get yourself into a shelter, get yourself cleaned up, try and make something of your life. I mean, I don't know, do they have like some sort of like, you know, if I'm homeless, let's say, because, you know, you never know what's going to happen in life. My home could like get destroyed in a tornado or something. Well, I got insurance, so if it does, I'm covered. But let's say something happens to everyone I know and my home is destroyed and I didn't have insurance and all that, then I'm fucked, because, and let's say I don't have a job and no way of supporting myself and I wind up on the streets. What would happen to me? I mean, I live in Tennessee, so, you know, I really don't know anything about homeless people here. I really don't see many. I mean, I think I've seen maybe two, yeah. I've seen two. And I've lived here since December of last year. When I lived in Louisiana, though, saw them all the time. All over the place. So, I think in major places, like, you know, where you get to, like, really big cities, like, in, you know, California, you got Los Angeles and all that, you know, and New York and New Orleans and Louisiana. You know, you get to these really big cities, and you gotta wonder, what is society doing to help out? And really, to tell you the truth, I don't think they're doing much of anything. I think at this point, people are so sick of handing money. And I won't hand out money. Zach won't hand out money. I mean, I got bills of my own to pay. I don't have anyone here hand me like some money, and, you know, I mean, I'd like a hand me out now and then too, but that's not the way the world works. But, you know, it just depends, you know. I guess, I mean, I just want to know, is there like, what do they do when someone comes to a homeless shelter? If there's a family, let's say there's a mom and a son and a daughter, and they come to a homeless shelter, what happens? Do they get the help? Do they try and set this family up somewhere? I think if a woman is homeless and really can't afford, though, to pay for her kids, and she winds up in a shelter, and she's not really trying to improve herself or anything, though, that she should sign away her rights and let someone adopt her kids or let them live in foster care or something, because it goes back to that movie with Will Smith, The Pursuit of Happiness. In the end, him and his own child were in a homeless shelter before things started to get better with his job or whatever. And I'm watching this, I'm thinking, how messed up is this? The wife that left him wanted to take the child, and he wouldn't let her. But he takes the child, won't let her take the child, and then he gets them in a situation like this, where they're in a homeless shelter because he can't afford to pay the bills. I mean, there's got to be some responsibility. You know, you just can't say, oh, they're homeless, let's give them money, because that's not fair to the other people that work their ass off. But at the same time, I don't think a family should be homeless. I don't think it's right at all. And I want to know, leave a video comment or a regular comment or something. Let me know. Do you know what they do when people come to homeless shelters? I mean, do they help them out, or do they just let them stay there at night? Anyways, peace out.